Good morning to the Biafran family and good morning to the world. Today is Monday, 9th of December 2024. We are gradually saying bye-bye to this year of 2024. Biko ya mara onye ukwu mma mara onye nta mma ihe awụ izu ụka ọfụ ọ ga-adịrị anyị mma ọ bụ na mbata anyị ga-awụ ifeọma enwere onye ji nke enwere onye nwere ji nke na-amara ama ya gharawa because asa agwa eno ha bụ ibe ya na ebuna. Before we proceed, please let us all gather as we dismantle this information I have for my people over the new cabinet of the Biafra government, spearheaded by Simon Ekpa Njoko, the BG Prime Minister. I would not like to take much of your time. Just give me 1 hour of your time. I don't normally go live on Mondays, but I know why I came on this live, because today is sit at home. And I'm very sure everybody is obeying the sit-at-home order that came from the government, as we demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we are pushing to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu celebrate the Xmas with all the Biafrans and also his families, both home and abroad. So let us gather, come one, come all. Today is Monday. Observe the sit at home. We are still on the course. Observe the sit at home. Sit at home is our own means of protesting. People are protesting every day in Nigeria. It is our own means of protesting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So please, it is voluntarily. If you cannot join, fine and good. You can go to your normal business. But just know it that injustice to one is an injustice to all. It might be your own turn tomorrow. It might be your own turn tomorrow. And when you call, nobody will answer you. If what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through in the hands of DSS and Nigerian government, if it is okay for you, then don't sit at home. Do you know that Nnamdi Kanu is out there suffering under rain, under sunshine, in an underground prison, being incarcerated because of me and you? But some people will come out and say, why must we sit at home? After all, it is supposed to be voluntarily. Even if nobody tell you that it's supposed to be voluntarily, you within yourself supposed to know that observe that sit at home as your own sacrifice that you are making. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were to collect bribe today, maybe Forbes will be rating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as one of the richest from the southeast, as one of the black richest from the southeast. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have been collecting bribe, the first one he got arrested 2015 to 2019, do you know the kind of offer they made to him? But our people now, whom he is fighting for, don't even recognize his effort. That is the irony of all these things. So I beg you people should gather. Today sit at home. Nobody is going anywhere unless you want to go. No problem. Nobody is forcing you ahead. Don't say now begin to spread my video. And this one now is causing civil unrest in Biafra land. Nobody is forcing you to observe sit at home. Do it willingly. If you so much believe that where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is today, that is not where he's supposed to be, do it willingly. And during your own time, when you needed help must surely emanate from where you ever, from the least of the place you ever imagined. And there's one video I posted this morning. Sorry. I posted one video this morning over the kind of propaganda the Yorubas are sharing, or rather, they are decimating on the general public on daily basis concerning the Biafrans and the Igbos. Many people understand my point, but some do not. Somebody came out here and said, don't generalize the Yorubas. Don't generalize Yorubas to all that Tinubu, that Tinubu is a bastard and a mispresentation for Yoruba people. I don't know who wrote this thing. Whether the person is an Igbo or a Yoruba or Hausa or from the Middle Belt, but I don't know. But I want to correct this impression. When they don't want to give P2B the presidency, what do they say? It's an IPOB. Ezenwajiago was arrested. What did they tag him? It's an IPOB. Anybody they abduct in the southeast, everybody now have turned to IPOB member. Whether you, whether you are even agitating or not, you are an IPOB. A Yoruba man will come out and tell you all Omo Igbo are Omale, that all Igbos, not the bad ones who that treat him bad or treat her bad, but when they want to speak, they will generalize it that all Igbos are all Omale. Omale means bastard. Is that true? The answer is no. So don't write this kind of comment, my brother. I don't know who it. I don't know who, where you came from. But that's by the way. Let us go straight to the reason why we're here this morning. Wonderful people, on our welcome, Happy New Week. Our message today is going to take us to the office of Chief of Staff. But I want to correct this impression. Our people keep on having this mindset that in the absence of Simon Ekpa, there nothing is working well. Even the reshuffle of the cabinet of the Biafra government, some people have already started complaining. And we never started government, and now they are doing this, they are doing that. My brother, listen to me and listen good. If you are in a position where nobody is paying you to do anything, and the people you are working with came out and said your service is no longer needed, what will you do? One simple answer. What will you do? You will have your hands up and thank God that at least you are not spending your money and your time again doing the publications you are doing, knowing fully well they are doing it free of charge. Some people in the cabinet that started this, they organized for the Biafra liberation or Biafra redeclaration. After that, they say they need to have a kind of shake-up. People are begin to cry. People are beginning to shout, why must I be dropped? Why must Aparawa be dropped? Why must this one be dropped? My brother, let me ask, is the government of Biafra somebody's inheritance? Is it your inheritance or my own inheritance? That somebody will be dropped and the whole internet went agog that why must this person be dropped? Oh, so they want to run the government just like the kind of government of Nigeria that once they get into power, they don't have any other work again to do. They don't have any other shop again except the government. It's meant the government are jumping from one seat to the other. It doesn't work that way, my people. I am not siding if there's any kind of error in that shake-up. I am not siding if there's any kind of mistake that the chief of army staff did. Sorry, the chief of staff Ngozi Orabeze did. But I'm trying to state the obvious on a very layman's understanding. If you are in the government and the government said they don't need you again, oh, you should go to protest. Okay, let me ask. All those people that Trumbu dropped in his cabinet, how many of them come out to protest? How many of them come out and said, after all, it is my inheritance to remain in your cabinet? Let me ask this simple question. You all that is going on social media and be typing, and never get government, now they are doing accountability, they are doing this, they are doing that. Okay, let me shock you. They have been, a kind of the government of United States of Biafra now, office of the Prime Minister, now they have started the fundraising for our defense force. Because that is our main concern when all these things started. But now, the funding is now in place. I will tell you the link on where to donate if you want to donate. And let me also correct this impression. Simon Ekpa, where he is today, is accessible to anybody in Finland or in Europe. So any message you are hearing from the office of Chief of Staff have been communicated with Simon Ekpa, and he give an order for that thing to go ahead. She can never do otherwise, no matter how strong she may feel she is. Somebody put her there. And now she now represents the office of Deputy Prime Minister. In other words, whatever she must do, whatever information she must pass to the general public must, I repeat, must be communicated with the Prime Minister of Biafra government, which is Simon Ekpa Njoko. I hope it is very clear now. Very, very clear. You are going to listen to the whole message. Both the ones he said and the one other people said. Because there was a kind of town hall meeting that had been organized yesterday where Simon Ekpa displayed his leadership acumen through phone conversation. Where he is not like Nigeria. Nigeria, even to go and see Mazen Namdekan, the lawyers, qualified lawyers that defend him, when they go there, they will chase them to go back. Simon Ekpa is accessible. He is accessible. And let me make this clear. With Simon Ekpa or without Simon Ekpa, do you know that Biafra can never crumble? Because we have reached to the extent that even the witches around us are afraid of the Biafrans, because Biafra can never, I repeat, Biafra can never go down beyond this. Instead of Biafra to go down beyond this, Biafra is going to climb to the highest tower you can ever imagine. So let us be guided, please. If you want to follow the Biafrans, follow them with all your heart. Nobody cannot make mistake in government. The government of the day in Nigeria today, they make a lot of mistakes. Even the people surround them. It's only few of them, like other tribes, can criticize. But the people who surround them, who want the government to do well, will also support the government. Despite mistakes. But when you go inside, you call Baba, this area you make mistake. Let us stop washing our dirty linens before the public. This is how we are giving the enemies the taproot of how to attack us. It is not good, because let us be guided. Breaking news: approved donation site for United States of Biafra, diaspora, and homeland is now in place for the funding of our defense force. That is the most important thing, because our territorial integrity must be protected at all costs. I don't think we are communicating. Are you communicating? When is our Prime Minister coming? My dear, just hold on to your faith. Finland is not Nigeria. Once he hear discharged and acquitted, you will see him. As simple as that. According to the chief of staff for Ngozo Rebbe, said all Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, this is the only approved site for donations to the United States of Biafra until our site is ready. The site of the new government, because the old site for the old government, for the old cabinet, have been dissolved. That same day that they dissolved the cabinet, the old cabinet. So the new site is going to set up, will be set up soon. But that is a site for the donation. Should in case anyone want the site, if you want to donate. Who is saying this one? Salvation, your headlines always lies upon lies. Please stop it. You never even listen to the message, and you're making some kind of sense. If the message is not okay for you, people get out. I'm not here to please anybody. He said your name is Salvation Creator Update. If the message is not enough for you, just get out. Not somebody's coming here and tell me now that I'm rude. What headline there? Have you ever listened to the message? Before he said my headline is upon lies. Get out of here, this place now. Before you can walk. I don't have the rubbish. All Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, this is the only approved site for donations to the United States of Biafra until our site is ready. Diasporans will click on the click here to donate. Homeland should scroll down and see the Homeland info to donate. All this message being communicated to the Biafrans, rather to the cabinet, by Simon Ekpa. Ngozi Orabeze can never do otherwise. Ngozi Orabeze can never do otherwise unless she get the approval from Simon Ekpa. What is the difference between what I'm saying now and the headline I used? Why is it that these so-called Nigerian people can never allow us to drink water and drop cup? Anywhere we are, all the internet toothless bulldogs will always attacking our life, attacking our post. But the ones that are saying against us, none of them will ever go there and attack. They will even go there and support the attack. And when all you internet bulldogs that are being paid by Nigerian government, going everywhere, causing havoc. And when men or watch Chineke, I didn't put on channel local. In fact, Tonda Yabono is doing press all the book and press up. Now this Bangladesh. Dara. So if you want to donate, you are in diaspora. Look at this, the new dimension mandate.org. When you click it, you go in there and you find whatever you want to do. I repeat, new dimension mandate.org. That is where to donate. That is for people in diaspora, in case you are living outside Nigeria. So look at the news in full, because of before that monkey begin to make unguided statements. Government of the United States of Biafra, office of the Prime Minister, emphasis on office of the Prime Minister, not office of the Chief of Staff or office of the Deputy Prime Minister, office of the Prime Minister. Defense of the sovereignty of the United States of Biafra, dated December 8, 2024, night that this message happened. So they are having night now, I'm having my day. Follow Biafrans with determination and a clear call to action as we continue our journey towards a prosperous and self-reliant nation. The mission of the United States of Biafra depends on our people's resoluteness, support, and unity, both at home and in diaspora, to achieve our goals and uphold the values we hold dear. The defense of the sovereignty of the United States of Biafra has now become a national obligation to every citizen, including me and you. It has now become obligation to every citizen. So stop waiting for anybody to do that one that you can be able to do. The struggle for the emancipation of the old Eastern region, the struggle for the emancipation of the Biafrans, it is not a one-man's job. It is the work of every individual that calls himself Igbo or from the old Eastern region. The message I saw last time when I posted that when some people keep on asking, why is it only Igbo names are the ones on the list? And the question came, response to that question, have any Igala or any Ijo or Ishekiri or all these people that carved into the Biafrans, have any of them ever raised up one day that I know calling for the independence of Biafra? On a I ask again, if there's anyone you have known or you have witnessed that have supported this struggle for the Biafrans, that will make you to be fighting for them, that these things will not be Igbo affairs alone, please name one of them. Give me that person's that person's handle. I will follow him and I will go there to look into what he is up to. I didn't say that when the government is finally at homeland, that all these people cannot be put into the government. Everybody must be involved, and every section of that Biafra territory, as long as the 40 states is concerned, must be represented. Why are we too fast to rush into conclusion, or too fast to ask some question that even you that is asking the question, you know that you are asking the wrong question? That why must it be only Igbo affair? No, don't worry, we are going to add Yoruba, add Fulani, add Hausa, add Niger and Malians. By that time I say Ndi Igbo. Okay, you don't know who is who. You better appoint the people you can trust on. You better appoint the people whom you can count on, not appointing intruders that will intrude into you and sold you out, just like they sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And they are complaining. Tomorrow, if there's any mistake on that cabinet now, these same people who are answering these questions will be the one also to blame the government. Why must you put this person there? Ndi Igbo, can I appreciate you? Let us stop this lifestyle of Ndos. Always criticize everything that anybody do. Oh, no more. Let us continue. He said that the Department of Finance, Economic Development and Trade will resume the collection of our national levy next week, 14th of December 2024, a post-declaration taxing system. The New Dimension mandate is the only channel to the continuation of our national obligation for our defense by the Constitution. The only authorized donation platform approved by the United States of Biafra government. The United States of Biafra government does not authorize all other channels. We humbly invite you to contribute to this mission by donating to the official and the only approved government account through the following website. New Dimension Mandate, HTTPS. Anyway, maybe if you have my, I think most of us here have my WhatsApp. You can send me a message on my WhatsApp. If you need the link for the donation, just contact me and I will give it to you. Okay? Yeah, just write on my WhatsApp and I will provide the link for the donation, whether you are in diaspora or whether you are in a homeland. I will provide the necessary information you needed for it. But let us continue, because there are a lot of voices in this message. That idiot, that never do well, that is telling me, where is Simon Ekpa? Why am I lying? You will hear the message later. But calm down. Because curiosity, now the key cow. According to said, therefore, your support is crucial, and any other website or account soliciting donations on behalf of the government are not legitimate. Your contributions through this official channel will directly fund efforts towards the government of the United States of Biafra. This process aligns with the post-declaration taxing system of the United States of Biafra government. And according to him, he said, your support is a decisive step toward achieving Biafra's vision. Together, we can build a nation that reflects its people's aspirations. Furthermore, the government will introduce duty stamps across the 40 states of the United States of Biafra, and the official website of the United States of Biafra government will be unveiled shortly. Thank you for your unwavering commitment and generosity. Signed, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, Chief of Staff, on behalf of Prime Minister, Government of USB. I repeat, on behalf of Prime Minister, Government of USB. In other words, before she can be able to draft out this letter, before she can be able to say anything concerning the government, she must, I repeat, she must communicate with the Prime Minister of BG, which is Simon Ekpa Njoko. Then what is the difference between what I said and my headline? What is the difference? No one. Agreement or watch on. Anyway, and according to Ngozi Chukwu said, the New Dimension Mandate account approved by our PM will continue to use it only until our United States of Biafra account becomes active. Message from Chief of Staff. So, Simon Ekpa sent this message to her. He said, attention, that Simon Ekpa is not posting on his handle does not mean he is not sending message to the Chief of Staff, Ngozi Orabeze. So I want you to get this thing clear. That he is not posting does not mean he is not communicating with any of the cabinet. That he is not on live on his S handle does not mean he is not communicating with the people outside. So that is where some people get it all wrong. There's no any information that being given out here by Ngozi that is not, or that not emanate from the office of Simon Ekpa, who is the the USB Prime Minister. Let us take this fact clear. Makada Mama. So attention, the only approved site for BG donations are IPOBinusa.org. Donate. /donate. Biafra Republic Government.org and NewDimensionMandate.org. These are the platforms that anyone who wishes to donate can donate, both from the homeland, also in diaspora. Well, look at the real message here, and that is where I want us to listen to, because of I would like us to listen to a lot of I think maybe 3 or 4 clips here where all these messages are being communicated to the Biafrans. So please do me a favor. Let me have some minutes of your time as we unfold this very particular message. Listen to the Chief of Staff, who also now serves as the Deputy Prime Minister of USB, United States of Biafra. I always make mistakes. Please, you people should forgive me of using that word again, BG. BG now have been dissolved. What you have now is Deputy Prime Minister of USB, Prime Minister of USB, that United States of Biafra. BG have been dissolved. That was then when Biafra government is in exile. Now we have a government in place already. So let us listen to Ngozi Chukwuorabeze and other Biafran cabinets, and then we come back for discussion.
Ngozi Chukwuorabeze, the Chief of Staff for the United States of Biafra.
And before I go into that voice, please, this message is very, very important. He said, suppose, why you see there is a change of this donation of 18, Biafran website was hacked. And that website that was hacked, investigators had it that it is one of those people that have been dropped, but the name withheld, hacked it. That is why there is fracas on accountability. The person that hacked the account, I repeat myself, is one of those people. You see, that's those circle. They have link or they have hand in it. So they hijack the United States of Biafra government websites and accounts. They hack it. Is this how we are going to get other nations to support our independence? That is the question. And the insubordinate of the ignorant few have managed to destroy our independence with their idiotic power struggle and greed. Greed is the problem we are fighting here today. Greed is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was sold out. Greed is the reason why, I don't want to call names. Greed is the reason why what do they call him? Rafo Wazirike abandoned us. I am a full-time masop. That was when I'm in Nigeria. I know how many times I escaped bullets. I know how many times I escaped from police. I know how many times I run for my life during the time of masop. But Wazirike betrayed us. I do my dues and I contribute everything that have been needed to support the Biafrans. Then I was a spare parts dealer in Lagos. Volkswagen precisely. So my people, the journey did not start today. But I'm happy that I'm alive today to say this story. Because if I would have been shot dead then what make of me? But not that I am laughing at our brothers who have lost their life in this struggle. Please, I'm not laughing at them. And I'm not making caricature of them. Please. I am not alive today because I am so righteous. I am not alive today because I am better than those people that the Nigerian police murdered. Maybe God preserved me for a day like this, for me to be in the media telling you all these things about whatever that is happening within the Biafran circle. Maybe that is it. But may their souls and the souls of every Biafran hero that have lost their life in this struggle. The only way we can pay them back, the only way we can fight justice for them is for we to continue this line, this path, of make sure that the Biafra never dies. Make sure that we will fight to the end that Biafra, the declaration, stands in homeland. That is the only thing we can pay to them. The dead ones cannot talk. Otherwise, they would have speak from the land of the dead to tell us we should never give up this struggle. But it's unfortunate that who is gone forever. But may their souls rest in perfect peace. So according to this, our brother said, I stand with the DPM. All hell Biafra. We must continue. We move. So that is the message I want to be hearing from the mouth of every Biafra. Not whatever that happens. There's no any government that does not have fracas. Government of Tinubu today, a lot of problem food there. But does this stop him from ruling? Or does he stop Nigeria from existing? Every government have up and down. So So let us not just conclude now and just independence will get the other day. Don't forget that Biafra have been in existence even before Nigeria. Don't even forget that. So what I was saying?
Currently the Deputy Prime Minister for the United States of Biafra. Thank you all and welcome to this space. Let me start by, I also want to thank Biafrans that are listening and friends of Biafrans. And those that are not friends of Biafrans, I know you're listening. And it is a welcome development. The freedom of a people cannot be determined by few individuals or by a country that continues to kill our citizens just because of their ideology. I think.
So please listen very attentively. Her voice might not be as sound as mine or as sound as yours, but at least she's making a point. So please listen. This meeting was held I think yesterday. Yeah, that is a Chief Rotata. The meeting was held Chief Rotata. So please listen attentively. We are not going. No, we are not going. We are going to break this in bit by bit.
Thank all Biafrans that we are in Finland. We made it. We've declared the United States of Biafra. We are now an independent state. And I'm very, very happy to inform everyone that our lawyers, both international and local, we continue to apply the rules in making sure that the United States of Biafra stands as an independent country, being recognized by member countries in the world. I thank God for leading most of us back to our bases. After what happened to our Prime Minister a few weeks ago, as some of you may be aware, it took all of us by surprise. But again, we know that it is one of those things that is bound to happen, because our Prime Minister has always said he's looking for a day like that to be able to let the world know what Biafrans are going through in the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria. Our Prime Minister is hale and hearty. They're just delaying him. There's no crime accused. According to they're just doing investigation, which they review every 2 weeks.
No crime.
And it is okay. After what happened to our Prime Minister, there was, again, I tell people, the structure of the United States of Biafra has been laid down by our Prime Minister from beginning to end. Unless the person is not true to this course, unless the individual is not following our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Anyone following our Prime Minister and believing what he is doing, we know that he set the template for Biafra restoration from beginning to end. Nothing is left out. Everybody has their job assigned to them.
As you are watching, I hope you are sharing it. If you don't share this video,
but once our Prime Minister is not in the picture, somebody have to step in to help Biafrans achieve those templates that the Prime Minister has laid out.
Yes, of course. Of course.
So when the issue happened, then we had Brigade Cabinet. Some individuals in Brigade Cabinet met with the CRC, the Conflict Resolution Committee, and they said they want to appoint somebody that is going to take the place of the Prime Minister.
Do you hear the problem? Do you hear those people that are being sacked they want to clap on top of the Prime Minister's template, and they want to do him coup d'etat in his absence because he have small showdown. So when you want to talk anything, when you want to conclude on anything, make sure you do your own verification before you can be able to nail that person to the mud, or before you can be able to nail that person to the cross. They want to overthrow Simon Ekpa. That is why you see them, they are being dropped. And everybody, the internet went agog. There's confusion, Tinubu retired over 150 generals before he assumed office. Yes. Tinubu was in France or wherever he traveled to Saudi Arabia. He retired over 15 generals. People who he sensed that they are going to plan for a coup d'etat. Now they drop all these ones now. And you are telling me government never start. They talk about this, they talk about that. Nah, kind of reason now. Maybe reason like people that have Oguchi.
The Conflict Resolution Committee now issued a memo requesting for Biafrans, bringing members that want to step into the issue of our Prime Minister to submit papers so that they can go and review them and then vote and make them the interim Prime Minister. Even though the PM has set the template for the structure of the government.
Is he?
The Brigade Cabinet members, upon seeing this letter, called for an emergency meeting.
Please share this message. Continue sharing this message. No. Just click on that share button. A lot of people need to get this fact clear so that they will stop nailing people on the cross even before they hear their own side of the story. A lot of people have condemned because of Rabeza. Now she is doing this, she is showing her power like this, like that. They have condemned her. But the same people who are giving you that narrative are the ones who are planning coup d'etat for the government that have never even balanced well. Hell, I wait for my people.
The chairperson of this Conflict Resolution Committee in the person of Imam Madrabu. And we were surprised on why this letter. PM had already had a structure. So why this letter to request for people to apply for the position of the Prime Minister? Eventually, the Brigade Cabinet members noted that this is inappropriate, and they took a vote to suspend the Conflict Resolution Committee in a vote of about 20 in favor and about 9 against. Then after that, there were so many commotions. And I believe eventually the Prime Minister was able to see that letter. Then, through our internal attorney, through our PM civil attorney, a WhatsApp was opened. I just saw myself inside our WhatsApp forum. And in that WhatsApp, there were 4 other individuals in that WhatsApp that was opened by PM's civil attorney. There was Honorable Imam Madabo. There was Honorable Ogen Kere.
Okay.
There was Honorable Uche Obi, the European representative. And there was myself. In that WhatsApp, the PM's attorney informed everyone, these individuals that was in that WhatsApp, that she reached out to PM to avoid chaos, to avoid crisis, that some people are fanning. And the PM has clearly stated to those individuals on that WhatsApp that the leadership, his surrogate, will be Madam Dr. Ngazi, until PM will be able to join us. Excuse me. That was what happened. Since after that notice was given,
AUX mode.
Minister become very sad. They were not following rules. I tried to reach out to a couple of individuals that I know has things to do for the Prime Minister. I reached out to the Defense Minister. I reached out to Honorable Ogen Kere, the Finance Minister. I requested for a private meeting with them to ensure that the government continues. The Defense Minister obliged, and I met with him for some minutes or hours.
Okay.
The finance minister, Kere, refused to meet with me. I called several times. I sent him messages. He refused to attend.
You see?
I called several cabinet meetings. We sent him the invitation to come to meeting so that we will know where our finances stand. I'm not going to go into details of some of the reports I got from some of the men on ground whom are being part of helping to make sure that things are running smoothly.
Okay.
But rather than work with the government and the structure that our prime minister has established,
Yeah.
the finance minister, Honorable Kere, decided to do his own thing. I requested to talk with Success, because every now and then in meetings that PM and I has been, I know every now and then, not in all cases, because PM's way, nobody knows it. Anybody that comes out to tell you he's doing this with the PM in that way, that person is not being sincere. Because PM follows experiences of what happened in the past. I'm very, very cautious.
Yeah.
In fact, you will not know that what you are doing, another person is doing it. And that is the way PM operates. I try to reach out to Success because every now and then he's the one that helped to run errands on ground. He refused.
No man can stop Biafra.
While the Brigade cabinet members keep trying to reach Kere in up to 4 meetings, which he refused to attend. A couple of cabinet members tried to broker peace to see how they can get him to come to the Brigade cabinet meetings. He refused. At a point, when one of the cabinet members reached out to him, he said he's not going to attend a meeting unless Success is at the meeting.
Abi?
So, knowing what I know, I already know what is going on. And I don't need anybody to tell me anything. My own is to make sure that when we raise money for our Prime Minister, who is one of our biggest fundraisers, we want to make sure that the money we are raising for our Prime Minister is going to the appropriate places that he requested, not to another place.
Another year and finish. We keep on using this narrative anywhere where we go. This is how that statement come in place. Everybody want to be a leader. Nobody want to be following leaders. No, everybody want to stand gidigba. Let me be the leader. After all, that person there, what is he doing? My brother, that's what they call favor. My own favor can take me anywhere I go, even if I'm illiterate. My star can take me to the place that even you that is have PhD never dreamt of going. After all, in that country called Nigeria, professors and PhD holders are taking elections for people that buy certificate. So claiming you want to climb on the what they call it, on the toes of Simon Ekpa simply because of his absence. But Simon Ekpa will never remain the Prime Minister of Biafra for life. That is it. It's just for the time being. But let that template is set in place. Work with it. As we are achieving success with that template, they say no. And somebody will come out and tell me that they sit on the buga. That is what somebody said to me. They sit on the buga. Why must she do this? Why must she do that? Now she wants to take over Simon Ekpa's seat. But the whole people who are sharing this narrative out there are the ones who want to occupy that seat by fire, by force. Amen. Do you know that this is the main reason why Okadibo never lasted on the seat of power as Senate President of the Nigeria? Who poisoned Okadibo? All our own brothers, just to occupy that seat. Southeast produced how many senators under one regime, from this one to another one? After because we are the one that giving them these narratives that Igbos don't respect kings. But we do. Look at what these people are doing in Finland. Or rather, they are doing online. Just few days after the declaration and independence, that everybody's supposed to be joyous, and we continue doing what we are doing and follow on the template of Simon Ekpa. Now they want to deviate from the main issue. Who do we offend that refuse to forgive us? Who do we offend that person refuse to forgive us? Or if I wait to your name Atlantic Ocean because they got more there because they went to the thing. Or they go too much. We don't start to coordinate ourselves. That is why we are scattered everywhere, all over the world. Anywhere you go, it's an Igbo man. Favor can't sing music. Anywhere we go, you don't see an Igbo man. Say make you pack your things and leave that place. And not true. Don't know that place is not fertile. We claim to be the most traveled, but we end up making the fool of our own self, making ourselves look like an educated illiterates, but we are not. Because the people who are doing all these things are people who claims of going one school or the other, obtaining one certificate or the other, but at the end of the day, they make mockery of the school they went to. Are we hearing? Biafra Essence said, do those idiots went as far as issue memo to overthrow our prime minister to take over his position, and exactly what happened. Said that is why I am seeing all this attack, and that is why they don't want to work with the USB government. I am so ashamed of them. Like I said, nobody will fight USB government and win. One individual is like a needle in the midst of cloths. Small needle can never penetrate all the whole cloth. If you go where they say cloth, it takes small needle, make it penetrate all of them. It can never. At a point, it will get weak. So one person cannot fight the individuals. One person cannot fight Biafra government and say you will win. How? Where do you get the power? In fact, where do you get the funds? And according to the same Biafra, said, thank you so much for this clip. This is what I want to present. That one idiot came out now, just want to spoil my mood. After coming to this news now, let me just give my people the important news from the office of the deputy prime minister, who is in communication with the prime minister. He said, I give a license heading. He said, thank you so much for this clip. Some idiots who don't want to work with the new government is attacking her because they want to protect their stupid interests. Mad people everywhere. There's another voice again I would like us to listen. Please, hold on to your faith. Today is sit at home. Don't forget, as I said earlier, sit at home exercise is still in place, but voluntarily. Nobody is forcing you. Nobody is forcing you under gunpoint. But if within yourself, you know that what now Martin Namdekan is passing through, it doesn't touch your body, go to your shop. On the day of your own, nobody will answer you. This our brother here is now trying to defend Ngozi Orabeze, that this woman have sacrificed a lot of her time. Do you know where she's coming from? To Finland. She's flying all the way. She will flee all the way from US. That is where she stay. Ngozi Orabeze never based in Finland. But this time there's any program in Finland, you will find how she will flee all the way, leave everything that she's doing. She have a work. She don't occupy government office because she want to become a government servant all her life. She have work that she's doing in the US. Unlike our politicians who don't have any shop, who can never come out and give account of where they have worked as a civil servant or the shop they have operated doing a business, other than government office, from local government, no, from councillor, local to representative, to senate, governor, go for president, come down. They keep on recycling themselves. Old criminals that refuse to retire. She have work. So this our brother now is in her defense. Somebody need to defend her. Because happen nde lo nwa ya ka ebe anaconda lo mmadụ.
Onye ọbụla respect that woman. And okwu an na-ekwu, unu mara kunu yesi mee ka ọ ga viral, mee ka ọ ga viral.
Yes.
Ndị Igbo onye ọbụla kwado onwe ya ugwu.
Yes. Simple.
Ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ anwụgo ihe a na-eme.
Kwado onwe ya ugwu.
Start from aka Ojukwu ruo n'aka Ụwazirike bata n'aka Nnamdi Kanu ruo kịta. Aka na-ekwu okwu Biafra. Ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ anwụgo. Ọtụtụ family lose go people. So onye ọbụla bịara ihe gbasara ihe Biafra bịa maka ego. Chukwu okike abịa ma agaghị agbaghara onye ahụ. Chukwu okike abịa ma agaghị agbaghara onye ahụ. Onye a ga-ata afụfụ ọbụla ihe gbasara ego ka iji wee bịa na-eme ihe Biafra struggle. Chukwu okike abịa ma agaghị agbaghara gị, adịghị anwụ ọnwụ ifere. So onye ọbụla kwado onwe ugwu, wepụta na obi unu. Onye Igbo ọbụla ma ya pụtara ime ihe Biafra, wepụta obi ya Ka anyị nụọ ọgụ ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Anyị bụ ndị Chineke gọziri agọzi. Chineke nyere ihe niile na-enye mmadụ n'ụwa. Onye mere ụwa niile eji enwere anyị anya ụfụ. Anya ụfụ ka ị na-enwere ndị a chọrọ ikpochapụ Igbo. Plan ha bụ wipe Igbo out na this surface of earth. O tere ha ji wee media mana Chukwu okike abịa mana aza anyị mana ndị Igbo amaghị ihe.
Eziokwu.
Ndị Igbo amaghị ihe. Ihe onye ọbụla chọrọ bụ ego. Ka uru ọbara gị nwetara ego bịa bụrụ slave. Ndị Igbo ka akwado n'onwe anyị ugwu. That woman onye ọbụla kwari ya ugwu. Onye ọbụla mara otu esi were Simon Ekpa onye ọbụla were ya like that. Nwaanyị ahụ odego ọtụtụ ebe maka Biafra. Amami unu na-ezuzu fundraising. Ọ na-enwebe ndị na-handle fundraising before. Ka unu na-azọrọ position. Ka unu atọ iji kwere onwe unu ugwu. Ndị a na-achị onwe ha.
Eziokwu.
Ome ndị Igbo atọka. Ihe ndị Igbo na-eme bụ ebe buru ihe feni enu ibi ege n'enu je na-apịa datin. Ọnya debere anyị n'ọnọdụ anyị n'otu ruo tata. Anya ka o ji dịka sị na Chineke gbachiri anyị nkịtị. Ndị Igbo kwari n'onwe unu ugwu. Chineke achọghị napụta anyị. Obinigwe nke 7 achọghị napụta anyị. Mana anyị eji aka anyị lapụta onwe anyị. Ọsụ n'uzuzu warịba.
Eziokwu. We have lost a lot of souls. Biafra have sacrificed a lot of souls. Biafra have sacrificed a lot of engineers in the quest for we to get our freedom. Biafra have sacrificed a lot of pilots. We have sacrificed a lot of future. A lot of future have died. A lot of destiny have been crippled. A lot of our brothers and sisters, including our ancestors, could not fulfill their dreams because they are fighting for the Biafran independence. Upon that, we still have some Efulefus who want to key in on that line because everybody is shouting at Biafra and they want to use it to be ripping off the fellow Biafrans, which is very, very bad. Hear this, what is our brother talk? Here are they, man. Not because of all these things. Why are we able to always put money first in everything that we do? Oh, we have to go. We have to go. We still have other clips here. We're going to listen to all. So that when you are judging, if you go out there and hear anybody saying anything about the chief of staff or the deputy prime minister, then you know how to defend her. If you cannot, then you keep your mouth shut. As simple as that. But we need to take precautions. All the good too much. Enough is enough. When ndị Igbo agbụrụ ndị Igbo wunde furu ego n'anya ha furu ego n'anya karịa ihe niile anyị ejiri ewe na-aga ebe ọ bụla na-aga na anyị pere onwe anyị panipene n'afọ ree village anyị ree our generation because of ego ọ maka gịnịzi ka na-asụ nke a n'Igbo so that ka ọ bụ onye ọbụla ntị. We are communicating na nwaanyị nwa na-agba onwe anyị anyị abụọ na-agbụrụ ihe na-adị eme ihe na-adị emezi Biafrans na onye pụta kụọ onye pụta ome nke masịrị ya nụ. Everybody now is nothing. The only thing they are interested now, that area, that department of fundraising, that is what they are fighting for. Can you imagine that? None of them is interested in the freedom of their own people. Their most interest now is the area of fundraising, where they were handling cash. And you are claiming you are fighting for the Biafrans. And I heard that the problem they are having in that camp is what do they call them? They say Pastor Vam 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 Abe who Vam Vam Vam. Oga Fabu onwe ya. Achọrọ ka anyị mee n'ofu ihe. Onye na-eme ya mụọ mmadụ ya eme ya mụọ okwute ya eme ya. Any of them in that cabinet mere papa my brother. Eweta biche eweta afọ ya. O wee gbere ka ị na-egbe o. Ị na-agụ arụsị o. Ma ogwugwu akpọ o. Ma ogwugwu elu ogwugwu ana. Tụọ ha ncha niile arụsị. Awụ na o wee gbere ije na chọọchị ịtụwa ha. Aya pegide onye a ịtarị n'isi ara agba ya. Onye ọbụla ya abịa ka o be mebisie this Biafra. Onye ọbụla ya abịa ka o be mebisie the usoro Biafra si aga. My brothers, mma na-eme ya here. M nọ na program here. I will make sure that I bring that person name, the picture, where he came from or where she came from. Awụrụ arụsị ka ị na-aga tụọ ya na ezigbote arụsị. ijire gị ije ịgba brana ịgbọpụrụ brana n'isi ka ịgbawa ya isi. We have been suffering for a very long time, and some people don't want to learn. On our one year ago, no was over budget because your opportunity to be in Europe. After all, you have gotten their passport, you are not going back to Nigeria again, nothing concerns you there. What about the people who don't have, who don't have an escape route or the opportunity to travel out from there? So they should be bearing the brunt while you are out there eating, growing fat on the contributions of Biafrans just to defend our territorial integrity. Oh, yeah. Oh, to bro, ya. Oh, my, they see. Oh, they see can couple. Hey.
Now, moving forward, those of you that have been following our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister has always said, upon the declaration of the United States of Biafra, the Brigade Cabinet will be dissolved. I know he has said that publicly and privately. And that is exactly what I did. With the power vested in me and in nobody else.
Do you hear it? Period to the declaration. Simon Ekpa made this, he made it categorically clear that after the declaration must have taken place, that cabinet of BG, that is the Biafra government in exile, will be dissolved because they are just like a campaign team who campaign and organize for whatever transition or whatever is being called. After election, after swearing in, that what they call transition committee is going to transit and organize things the way it's supposed to work. After all, I'm there before this thing come. I must be there. No be everybody wey campaign for Tinubu still get appointment. You not all. Not everybody wey dey in Tinubu's campaign team dey into government. What about the governors? No, our own because now after I was operating, our own ya operating. I am here our may yes, all one Igbo. I beg, let us listen to this woman.
It's me that he vested that power because I know the reason why he requested for that to happen. Which is not what I'm going to start explaining here. If somebody respects our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and he gave that order, why should the person or the individual try to disobey that order? And they will tell you that they are fighting for Biafra. They want to raise funds for Biafra. Is it the job of the finance department? And then by Sunday, I want to be talking about raising money for the Biafra restoration. It's not his job. But for some reason, they all decided to do what they think they want to do. As we are speaking right now, the finance minister now has sent out a WhatsApp, a Zoom meeting for the state administrators in Homeland to meet with him tomorrow.
You see?
But he refused to come to the meeting with the president and the prime minister have given the power. But he went, this is just to disorganize and disrupt. But you know what? Not in this struggle where I am. This case is dead on arrival, and they will fade if they want to. Like I said again, I don't know their issue. I'm not going to get into that. But we have a defense minister that is currently attending to some issues in defense.
Yeah.
And that is the right thing to do. Because when PM was available, most things come to him. Most information come to him.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, because he's out, some people think they are the ones that is in charge of everything.
Wow. This is heartbreaking.
I find it very sad that somebody will come to the air to tell the world that without him, the Finland Convention wouldn't have happened.
Hey.
And that is why it's very, very important for us to know how we can help the finances. We don't want nobody coming out to say that without him or her, the United States of Biafra will not be achieved. That's a slap on our face. That's a slap on the thousands of people that support our Prime Minister financially to get the United States of Biafra. So for Biafrans to have that bandage on their face every time, that without me or without anybody else, or without the finance minister contribution, that there will be nothing like United States of Biafra. Nothing like that. Wow. All of us contribute in our own way. I'm not going to tell people what I contribute in this struggle. I'm not going to tell people what I've lost being in this position. That is not what I need to do. You see? Because Biafra is way bigger than what I do, what I lost, and what I put into the struggle. This time, but under this leadership, that must stop. Nobody can come and say, without them, the United States of Biafra will not stand. Or without the money they brought up here, which is money we pay back. People.
You hear it? She even put her own money in this journey. Then people who are looking for the pulse of the Biafrans are now the one fighting to take over the affairs of the Biafra government. No be that. Original juju. Original juju. I ask again, who do we offend? Kedonya iwa mejoro sinoya habara bikono. We don't tarry so long for this Biafra agitation of 18 because of because of division. That is why you see we are where we are today. If all the whole Igbos, the whole Biafrans, the whole, even say, okay, let's say other areas of that old Eastern region, say, may they not join this struggle. If all the whole mouth that speaks Igbo come together, both old and young, rich or poor, we stand on our ground and said, we must get Biafra. My brother, by now, we have started building Biafra like Singapore or Dubai. But division, today, after now, because hopefully that now, okay, he's not doing it well. Forgetting that now, okay, took away for Yawa over one, Rigodo, Iro Kotiri, or go there, or half ya, or we by the mistake. We forget to read the history. It's all right.
People give money, and there are people that give thousands of dollars to the struggle. You don't even hear their name. And that was why we're trying to clarify some of. Yes, we thank people who brought us money in time of need. But it's also important for us to know what was borrowed. What did you borrow us? How do we pay back? I think that's just basic accountability. It's not to stop anybody from doing what they do, but it's just the transparency. Yeah. Because we are in a new administration. We are now a country.
Of course.
It's not everything that has to come to the open, but we know things that the cabinet needs to know. And there are things the cabinet do not need to know.
Yeah.
And that is why the cabinet decided we are going to have a week break before we start our fundraising. And Sonia Parawando and Nigeria went to be telling Biafrans that Dr. Ngozi have cancelled fundraising and are trying to connive and try to deceive those in homeland.
You see it. There's nothing like 2 weeks cancel of fundraising till next week. Do you know that Akbarawa, Vam, and Okere, whatever they call him, they are the ones that went out there to share this narrative to the Biafrans simply because they want to tarnish the image of this woman. They want to make her look bad before the entire people out there, or entire Biafrans, both in Holland and in diaspora. I want to make no wine. Tomorrow now, if there's anything now, you will find somebody will come out now and said, they have infiltrated. My brother, nobody infiltrated that organization or the camp. Nobody infiltrated anything. Nobody. We are always the problem of ourselves. But when we fail, we look for a way to look for who to blame. That is the problem. We always like to play a blame game when we must have tried and failed. Nobody is infiltrating also. We are the problem of us. We are the real architect of our own problems. We the Igbos. I want to know why.
My angels. But I'll tell them, please. Our PN says we are against Nigerian government, not individuals. Abulonema, that you are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigeria security, Nigeria immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you. But if you wear the Nigerian uniform, representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price. And you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. And our Biafra Prime Minister have extended the olive arm to all of you, all Biafrans serving in the Nigerian terrorist government. Our PM have told you to leave, and as we are going on today, we have sent out a phone number to call. If you are a Biafran serving in the terrorist government, our Prime Minister has given you the last chance. Call that number and come home and defend your own territory, defend your motherland. Nigeria is a first state. Biafra land has no prison. Biafra land, if you are caught, sorry is your name. So you have a choice to call that number, leave the Nigerian terrorist state, whom United Nations, there are only 3 votes, showing everybody that Nigeria is forgotten, is a failed state. So, exactly. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. Yes, if you are caught inside Biafra land, you are.
If you are caught in Biafra territory, your name is a gunner. That is what this message goes out to our brothers, sisters, our uncles, our aunts, every one of us that is out there working for the government of Nigeria. This message is for you. If you are working, they send you to the northeast, northwest, and north central, you can go. But if they send you to Biafra land, my dear, don't go, because if you come, your name is sorry. That is an important message. That is very, very important message we are bringing to the table. Anyway, few reactions, what our people think as you are commenting. Let me tell you what other people are also thinking. I will read this comment later. I will read out the comment today. So that if there's anyone we are going to treat, if there's any question are being asked, then we are going to answer it before we round up the show. That will be our modus operandi from now go on. So, Harry said, new dimension mandate. Just like what he said, it has been destined, it has been signed and sealed that that cabinet will be dissolved after the independence and declaration. All of them know about it. But you know, in any way that is 12 disciples, look very well, you must surely found Judas Iscariot. I am what Judas Iscariot. I am what Thomas Orota. That's exactly what happened in this cabinet of 18. The Judas among them now, who are ready to sow their, their leader, or rather the leader of the Biafrans, which is Simon Ekpa. They are now the one that is fighting for the finance area of the Biafra. They are the Judas Iscariot of today. Not until that person name is Judas. No. If you find yourself in the area or in a camp or in a group, and your only concern is about the finance, my dear, you are a Judas. In fact, you are a Judas Iscariot. Odogu said, good evening, Chief of Staff. Please, we the Biafran citizens are requesting you to come to a Zoom meeting with the newly elected cabinet you appointed to work with you. We Biafrans have questions to ask them. In this point in time, Biafrans are not happy. Biafran government is not doing well. People are not happy with what is happening. But it is very, very obvious now that everything now is very clear. We already know where the problem is. If you are doing a prayer point, channel your prayer to those 3 people they call Okere, Akbarawa, and Vam. Channel your prayer. Channel it to these 3 people. They are the Judas Iscariot we have in the Biafra cabinet as I'm talking to you now. make ọzọ na Chineke were hama kụpụchi ahụ isi niile a ga-egbucha wound n'isi kụpụchi ahụ isi because ihe adịghị awụghị isi. They have empty skull. We are talking about we are losing souls every day on the southeast region. Our people are being killed every day by security personnel that is working for the Nigerian government. That one doesn't concern them. The only thing they are main concerned, the only thing they want to talk about is how to be raising funds so that they will be living large at the expense of Biafrans who are daily mutilated, massacred. Hell, give me no what to Yoma. Mr. Joe said, Chief of Staff, I heard you are now blocking us, so I won't be surprised if you block me after my post. Madam, you should have been putting effort on united us and encouraging people in homeland to continue sit at home than this post. Finally, I am promising you that my money goes to the original. Yay! Okay, your money goes to original. My money goes to the original IPOB in USA. Thanks, my brother. Nobody is begging you. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. I rest my case. Ajida Christopher said and some IPOB USA account approved by Mazin Namdekano before PM. So what are you guys here now? Same aggressions. Some people was acquiring. I better go. This one passed me. Anyway, we are going to read our own comment. Let us read the comments we have here, so that if you hear your name, then you know you commented. According to Oku News Center said, Okute, we are waiting. Gabriel Isaac Ochaburu. Sorry. In case if I pronounce your name wrongly, forgive me. Sometimes on the men nanya said Gabriel Isaac Ochaburu. Good morning, Biafrans. Belo Chuku. Exactly. Oku Chukunwosu, we move, bro. Ejikeme Ugochuku, all we want is Biafra and nothing more, nothing less. I added. Augustine Okosun said, all hail Biafra, we move. Tony Owaechi, when is our Prime Minister coming out? I think I've answered that question when I saw this post. Salvation, crypto updates. Okay, this one is Unara. Gabriel Nwodo Ebo said, bros, gone with the truth. Do not mind Mr. Fools. City Zion Godfire said, don't mind the Ewu Hausa. He good. AGK go to we are Biafrans and can never be Nigeria. Ever Biafrans, never Nigeria. Oh, Biafra, our homeland. My brother, yes, Biafra is our homeland. Rose Clinton, thanks a lot, my brother. Don't mind them, sir. Gabriel Nwodo Ebo, keep on keeping on. Never mind the sabos. Monday, Okurike, don't mind them, brother. Rose Clinton, you are wise, my boss. City Zion, God's fire. Exactly. Bello Chuku, exactly 100%. Okay, Anthony, those of them that are fighting Ngozi or Abweze, they forgot the saying that what a man can do, a woman can do better. We have a lot of comments here. I'm not sure I'm going to read all. I need to pardon me. I'm not sure I'm going to read all. But let us continue. AGK Mugotu said, remember, we finally hold control of our country. We will have political parties which will have every Biafran involved. Peter Okafo, good morning and well done. Eze Anthony, I thank you for the work you are doing for Biafrans. Keep on the work. We are with you, sir. And going on and going on and going on and going on and going on. We are not going to read all, my people. But let me read the last comment here, then we'll round up the show. Chimu Nwokoro said, what you don't know is bigger than you, my brother. Take it easy in taking sides. Dividing the house is the main thing that Nigeria government want to achieve. And Chief of Staff is aware, and she started it. Nobody is starting anything, my dear. Nobody is starting anything. The what they call it, the truth is as plain, even as whiter as the snow. It's as white as snow. So let us just read sentiment. Let us leave a sentiments. And to correct this impression, I am not taking side with anybody. What I want is a working government that is going to stand for our people. I am not taking side with anybody. Whether Okere, Akparawa, or Vamo, or the government of Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Orabeze, or government of Simon Ekpa, or government of Nnamdi Kanu, my dear, what I want is anything that will preserve the integrity of our people. Anything that will preserve the territorial integrity of Biafra land. That is what we are talking about. So, what I go ahead no, we are going to end the show now. I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of us out here. I want to thank each and every one of you. Your comments, your likes, keeps me going. That is the only thing you can do for me. Sharing up the video is an added advantage. But most especially, keep on subscribing to this channel for more interesting videos. My promise, and I keep on keeping my promise because I made it clear that I'm not going to back out. As long as this struggle is concerned, you will always hear my own side of the story. I might not be too educated, but at least I can say what one or two people will understand, and I can pass on message that will at least cure somebody's high BP. So that is where I stand. My English might not be too pure, but my message is pure. So my people, and one more thing here. My super chat is here empty. Nobody is giving anything. Why? Is it because I never call for fundraising? My super chat is open here. Nobody, not even $1 or $5 or $10 or $20. I be all of them, they watch me from Nigeria. Super chat is available in Nigeria, in US, in Canada, Australia, Germany. Why then are everybody keeping quiet? I be never ready to receive your super chat support. That's by the way, my people. So because as I said earlier, if you have opportunity to observe the sit at home, please do. Our supreme leader Nnamdi Kanu's condition is not appalling. You understand me? I mean, it is not something to write home about. It is appalling. It is appalling. It is not something to write home about. So we need to be doing this civil disobedience. That is our own side of protest. At least to let the so-called Nigerian government to know that we are very serious. Despite the fact that American veterans or American military of Igbo descent don't come out to give federal government say, make Nnamdi Kanu no stay in that DSS dungeon past this 25th of December. Say he must celebrate his Xmas house. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know how they are going to achieve it. I don't know the area that they are contacting. But I still stand, or I still maintain my stand, that Nnamdi Kanu, it is due time for him to be out. So, if you are out there in homeland and you want to observe the sit at home, may the God bless you. If you don't want to observe, and as you are going out, may God protect you, guide you in all your ways, and make sure that no any evil before you. But please, watch your back as you are going out, so that you don't fall a victim of circumstances, so that you not be at the wrong place at the wrong time. When our prayer is ordered, we will always be at the right place at the right time. That is what we pray every day. So and as I am going now, I'm still going to come back. Maybe I publish a video, or I make another strong post, or I go live. It depends on my mood and the kind of news that is available. If it's a news that requires urgent attention, then I will come live again to give my people what they required or they desired. Please, have anyone seen Simon Ekpa? My dear, Simon Ekpa is hell and hearty, so don't worry about that. He is okay. I repeat, Simon Ekpa is okay. So have a nice day. And Chineke gozie onye ukwu gozie onye nta. Ọ ga-amara onye ọbụla mma. N'izu ụka anyị akpọba anyị ere. Ife anyị eji were agba Christmas a anya ha akọ anyị. And anyị ga-adị ka echi because nature dara agwụ agwụ. Ise o ya gazie ụmụnne m and Biafra nation. So na so it be. So my wonderful people, Chineke meji okwu. I love you all. Bye for now.